The dinosaurs roamed the Earth for over 165 million years, but they all died out in just a few days. So how exactly did this happen? Well, today we're going to look at 3 reasons why the dinosaurs went extinct. Starting off in third place, we have Mount Vesuvius. Okay, just kidding. It wasn't Mount Vesuvius. It was actually a large asteroid that smashed into our planet. In fact, it was about 6 miles wide. To put into perspective how large that is, it was about 300 times larger than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Today, scientists are able to tell that it was an asteroid that killed the dinosaurs because of a layer of iridium that they found in the rocks. Iridium is rare on Earth, but it's common in space. Specifically, asteroids contain lots of it. So when the asteroid crashed into the Earth, it left behind lots of iridium. Now, it didn't just leave behind iridium, it left behind a huge crater. Scientists were able to use radar to look under the ocean, and they discovered the Chicxulub crater. It's 110 miles across and 12 miles deep. If you wanted to, you could go swimming in it, but you probably shouldn't, because an asteroid that size falling from the sky is pretty dangerous. In fact, if it hit you while you were swimming, you'd be no more. Or if you were outside, you'd be no more. But why would an asteroid hitting the Earth kill off all of the dinosaurs? Well, when the asteroid hit, it would have caused massive earthquakes. Then it would have started a chain reaction. Massive amounts of dust would have been thrown into the air, which would block the sun and cause global cooling. But this would have only lasted for a few years. Eventually, the dust would have settled, and the Earth would have warmed back up. Unfortunately, there was another problem. The asteroid also released a bunch of sulfur into the air. Sulfur creates an acid when it reacts with water. This caused the pH of the oceans to drop drastically, making them much more acidic. This would have killed off most of the species living in the ocean. On land, however, things were a little bit different. Some of the smaller dinosaurs were able to survive, but they didn't quite make it. Their eggs did. These eggs were buried under tons of debris from the asteroid, and so they were protected. And since they were buried, they were also warm. This is important because the asteroid impact also killed off most of the plants on Earth. So these dinosaurs would have died if they hadn't been kept warm by the asteroid impact. After a few years, the plants would have started growing back, but there was a problem. Most of the small dinosaurs that had survived the asteroid impact were herbivores. Unfortunately, they couldn't find any food because all of the plants had been wiped out. This meant that they probably died off pretty quickly. And in second place, we have non-avian dinosaurs going extinct. So it's not just birds that are dinosaurs. All dinosaurs were once birds. Okay, maybe not that one. That one looks more like a lizard. Anyways, all dinosaurs were once birds except the ones that died out. So when the asteroid hit and killed off all of the dinosaurs, it also killed off about 75% of all species on Earth. This includes many of the mammals that were alive at the time. So the dinosaurs weren't the only ones who didn't make it. And since there was so much competition for food, the small dinosaurs that did survive probably died off because they couldn't find enough food. This means that the reason that there aren't any dinosaurs today is because they were too slow to adapt to their environment. After the asteroid hit, the world was a very different place, and the dinosaurs weren't able to change quickly enough to survive. In first place, we have a lack of genetic diversity. Dinosaurs had been on Earth for a very long time, in fact, over 100 million years. During this time, they had evolved and changed a lot. But this took a very long time. In the grand scheme of things, dinosaurs weren't changing very fast at all, and this would end up being their downfall. See, when the asteroid hit, the dinosaurs were already in trouble. There had been a bunch of volcanic eruptions that had been slowly poisoning the planet. So when the asteroid hit and caused the Ice Age, there weren't many dinosaurs left. Most of them had already died off because of the volcanoes. This meant that the population of dinosaurs was much smaller than it had been in the past. And this is a bad thing because it meant that there wasn't much genetic diversity. So when the asteroid hit and caused the food supply to dwindle, there weren't many dinosaurs left that could adapt to the situation. Remember those small dinosaurs that were able to survive? Well, they were only able to do so because their eggs were protected by a bunch of debris. This means that only the most basic of dinosaurs were able to survive. There wasn't any genetic diversity. So when the world started to return to normal, there weren't any dinosaurs left that could adapt to the changing environment. Thanks for watching. If you want to learn more about the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, click the card above. Also, subscribe for more awesome videos, and you can always tell us what to make videos about in the comments section below. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.